if you are like me and you are wanting to make sure that you get this amazing Lilith card back, here is a guide to help you out. Now, if you don't want spoilers on what the actual fight is, and you want to be surprised on your own, please be warned, there are spoilers ahead and detailed information. All right, let's jump into it. The first thing that you should know for this Tavern Brawl is that it is wanting you to build your own deck. There is not pre-made decks, so you will have to go in and build your deck. The collection manager will pop up when you go in to build your deck, and it is actually a full collection of cards, including wild cards. So if you do have any older cards, then you will have those accessible to build your deck. Now, if you are a newer player or you don't have a very large collection, don't worry, I also did something for you and used a Death Knight deck that is given to you. I will have the codes for all of the decks that I used across the 3 servers in the description below, so you can check those out. But I did want to make sure to do a kind of pre-built deck that I don't really think is all that great, but you can still beat this boss and earn your card pack and card back with a variety of decks. Now, getting into the fight itself, the first part of the fight, you'll see the Dark Wanderer. He starts at 50 health and will have 3 secrets to start the game. He has a 3 mana hero power that will summon a random imp. Now, the first secret will trigger when you put him at or below 40 health, and it is called Visions of Knowledge. It will give both heroes plus 3 spell damage. The second secret will trigger at or below 30 health and is called Visions of Fate. It fills the hand for both players and cards cost 2 less. That is a permanent cost reduction, so for the entirety of the rest of the fight, cards even that you draw later will cost 2 less. And the third secret will trigger at or below 20 health and is called Visions of Hate. Both heroes will take double damage. Now, once you would deal lethal damage to the Dark Wanderer himself, you will hit the second phase of the fight, which is Diablo. Now, Diablo starts with 150 health. His hero power is 4 mana, called Lord of Terror. It is draw 3 cards and reduce their cost by 3. Honestly, I don't think I ever actually saw Diablo in all of these fights ever actually use that hero power. So I don't feel like it's necessarily the very smartest AI encounter. Even when Diablo was top decking cards and had 9 mana to use, still never used that. So if you've seen that, let me know in the comments. But I did not really see Diablo use that much at all, if ever. Has 1 secret, and it is the Black Soulstone. This will not trigger unless Diablo does fatal damage to you, in which case he will capture your soul for future use. If you maybe get to the point where you do end up losing the fight against Diablo, don't worry, there are some actual mechanics that they have put into this to help make it easier to beat. There are some important notes here. If you do lose that second fight against Diablo, you do not have to do the whole thing over. When you go back into the game, you will start immediately back at the second phase fighting Diablo, and whatever damage you did do to Diablo and that health that you put him to is where you will start in the next time you try to fight him. Your health, however, will start at the normal 30 health again. Even though you do skip the first part of the fight, you will see those 3 visions that I mentioned earlier. Those 3 secrets from the first fight will all trigger, essentially they'll all go off at the start of fighting Diablo again, although you won't draw a full hand of cards. But you will still get that 2 cost reduction on all cards. So all of the cards in your starting hand and anything you draw will still have that 2 mana cost reduction. And then the final thing that happens is instead of the Black Soulstone when he kills you, you will see the Faceless Soulstone activate, which will set all minions to 4 mana 7/7s. This does include hero power minions or any minions that are summoned from other cards. So yes, the Death Knight hero power 2-mana charge is a 7/7 that can hit face. And keep in mind that because those initial secrets, those visions did go off, heroes take double damage. That is why I think the Death Knight is a pretty decent one here, especially if you end up losing, you struggle a little bit. That hero power becomes immediately 14 damage to face if you can send that hero power minion to Diablo's face. Now, if you just came for the tips and suggestions and the breakdown, that is it for you. But I will now show the gameplay of the 3 different server decks that I used. The first one that I put together was on the Americas server, where I have the biggest collection, including wild cards. And I put together basically a Librahum Pure Paladin and was able to get very, very large minions that Diablo's AoE effects could not clear very effectively, and was able to deal massive amounts of damage with that double damage effect. On the Europe server, where I have a okay collection, but still pretty limited as it has been a free-to-play account, I was able to put together a Beast Hunter style deck and was able to get repetitive boards. And because it's wild, I did also use the Tavish hero card, so I got to get some additional secrets and armor, and again, summoned minions, things like Huffer that were able to immediately become 8 damage to face when I used that hero power. And for the third server on Asia, again, I wanted to showcase a basically given to you deck that is, again, not what I would say is a very great deck at all. Some of those cards I immediately would want to switch out if you had them. But if you're very, very limited with your collection, as long as you just work through that Death Knight campaign and unlock Death Knight, then they do give you several decks to play. And I just took the triple unholy deck. I did keep it as was so that you could see how that worked. And then, even though I did lose the first fight, again, all of the impacts of that I worked through to show you what happens when you lose so that you can see the second phase starting at the lower health again. So you'll see all of that coming up next, and everything will have timeline marks if you want to skip to certain gameplay. And like I mentioned, all of the deck codes will be in the description as well. Well, good luck in getting your card back, and I hope you enjoy the Tavern Brawl.
Liadrin versus...
Who am I? None of your business.
Fire cleanses everything.
I just need a volunteer!
In time, all gods are possible.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience. Remember the fallen.
I cannot wait to read these.
Remember the fallen. is my mirror. Will is my weapon.
More like a wisp than a warden.
With every step, the light guides you.
Read this!
Remember the fallen.
Job's done.
No one tried this rusty but me! I feel bad for you.
Remember the fallen.
Stop yelling! I'll get right on.
Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
Mistakes of the past rewritten. Beware. I live.
Stop yelling! I just need a volunteer.
I'm going to throw the book at you. This time!
Remember the fallen. Remember the fallen.
It's perfectly harmless to me.
Stop yelling!
Remember the fallen.
Darkness rises.
Remember this day, for you are graced with my presence. Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
Consider this our house. Nurse, Cleaver.
Shatrak will not fall in vain!
the hero this world needs.
Remember the fallen.
I feel bad for you.
Greatness calls.
Remember the fallen.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Above and beyond.
I'm too strong. I'm too strong.
Above and beyond.
Sylvanas versus
Who am I? None of your business.
I never miss my shot.
I am not a morning person.
my blood boils for war.
alive.
Abandon all hope.
Drexar! I'm coming!
You here for the tour?
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
But this one eating party snacks.
I found a new source of power.
Stop yelling!
I found a new source of power.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
I am only more deadly.
Lich King versus
Who am I? None of your business. All will serve me in death. Lands.
Do I have to?
Prove your worth, Kerr.
The dark path is my destiny.
Out the road. Sorry, we don't have any ink. Reach for the skies!
The fallen will serve.
For the master.
Ready for
I can be very persuasive.
Guys, I can't move.
Get it out! Get it out!
The citadel stands strong!
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
Can they survive the Ring of Death? Icy resolve!
And serve your king.
Me have that for you!
And serve your king. In my name. Abandon all hope.
I can be very persuasive.
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
The Lich King versus Diablo.
Not even death can save you from me. All will serve me in death. Lands. My name.
It's perfectly harmless to me.
The fallen will serve.